So now we have this initial height field. We've laid up a few bits of detail. We could go in a bit further. We could paint a few more masks here and there and add some more detail. But for now, we'll run with what we've got. So if we throw down a height field mask clear, just to clear the terrace mask, see what we've got here. Now, what we've got, it doesn't look great yet, and that's because we need to start eroding it. So let's throw down a height field erode node. This is going to be the bread and butter of our effect, really. So let's pipe it in and have a look. Now, initially, we don't get anything. That's because this node needs to simulate. So we'll need to play the timeline. But before we do, let's just set it up. So to go to the visualization tab of the node, we want to compute the range, just so we get the range of the height field. So then we can visualize it properly. Perhaps we can just turn this off so we can see the effect easier, and then we'll turn it back on and see what it's done. So click play on the timeline and just let the erode node go to work. And you can see what it's doing like immediately. So you've got these areas of erosion going on, and it's breaking up our height field very nicely. So 20 frames is more than enough. And you can see now we've really layered up a lot of detail just with this one node, which is really great. And if we turn the visualize back on, you can see we've got all these areas of detail, water and mud, sort of landslides and things like that. So these will all present as masks that we can use later. So that's really useful for this creating this detail. So turn that back off again. And what we can do as we proceed is we will freeze this at a frame we like. Obviously, quite early is not looking as good, so perhaps we can freeze it at frame 20. And then once it's frozen, it's not going to keep re-simulating. So then you can layer other things on top of this. So if we just go back now, no change, and we won't be waiting for it to re-sim. So now we've got this height field with the erode on it. We've got something that we can really work with here. And this alone, when you take the maps, the masks out of this, and you export the geometry, you could do a lot just in terms of shading it. So it's a good starting point. But what we can do is we can increase the detail a little bit more and add another node, and a height field erode node, and go ahead and work in a little bit more detail before we export it.